Hey everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have another villager hunt. So Piper has officially decided that she wants to leave the island. I'm not really attached to anybody. There's some that I don't want to get rid of, but I also kind of just wanted to villager hunt. So here's Piper. She's packed up. She's going to be, moving out and we're going to see who we can find, but she's very cute. I am going to kind of miss her, but we have another Peppy, so we have Ruby. Okay, so we are officially at the airport and we are going to take off to island number 1. So similarly to my last video, I'll have a little ticket counter down in the bottom left. But yeah, we're gonna head off to the first island and we're just going to see who we can kind of find on this hunt and go from there. Alright, so we've arrived at island number 1. Looks like we already need to go ahead and climb up, or not, because I can kind of see who that is. This is Peaches. She is a horse, and I don't love her. She's too bright for my liking. I tend to like the more neutral toned villagers, number 1. But number 2, she doesn't have any eyes. Like, she kind of looks like she's meant to be dead. And I don't entirely just love her vibe. There's her and Clyde, I think, that are both very similar, but you can see like her eyes are like X's, so I don't know, I don't love her. So we are going to go ahead and leave her behind and head off to island number 2. Alright, we've arrived at island number 2, and let's just go ahead. We'll have to see, who we get. But Peaches was not a great start for a villager hunt. I always take the first one as like a sign. So I don't know. Oh, we've got Money Rock. Um, why am I going this way? I know that the village is on the other side. I kind of wanted to check for DIYs, but I don't need to. Oh, it's Kyle. I don't mind Kyle. He's not somebody that I necessarily want on my island. I would prefer Adobe, but we're just gonna go ahead and leave him behind. Okay, so we are officially at island number 3, and this is Opal. She is one of the villagers that I actually like that's got like a color to her. I don't know, I feel like she's just a vibe. I feel like she'd be really good for like a goth island. I'm just gonna grab this just because I'm here. But yeah, I feel like she'd be very good for a goth island. We have Tank providing us with a pear hat. I don't think I know that. Not that I have any reason to wear a pear hat. But let's just go ahead and head off to the next island and say bye to cute little Opal. Okay, so we've arrived at the next island. This is Sterling, and we're turning right back around. Okay, so the next island is another little climbing island here. You can't do this to me. I saw who this was. This is Anchovy. He is my baby. I love him. But he's already been on this island, and I'm trying to have villagers that I haven't had before, other than Ruby. She doesn't count. But this hurts me to leave my little baby over here behind. Okay, so we have the next island, and this appears to be... Oh, this is Anacotti. Honestly, I don't mind her either. She's not my favorite mouse, there's some other ones that are cuter, but I feel like she's not that bad. Okay, so we've arrived at the next island, and this is Sky. She is absolutely precious. I just wish that she wasn't like bright blue, which I get why she is. She's portraying the sky, but she'll stay here today. Okay, so we have the next island. This is Gladys. She's actually kind of cute, but not entirely what I want for this island, so I'm going to go ahead and head on back to the airport and do another island. Okay, so we have arrived at the next island here, and this one is Sydney. She's very cute. But I already have a koala, I have Alice, and I don't entirely want multiple of the same species. So let's just go ahead and head back. Next island, they are hiding behind a tree. Okay, this is Ed. He is like the knockoff of Julian. Okay, so the next island here is, let's see. Oh, is it Gwen? I think. I'm gonna go with Gwen. I don't know for sure. There's a couple of the penguins that I get mixed up. So the next one here is a little bit of a climbing island. So let's go ahead and climb on up, see who's at the top. Hopefully not somebody entirely disappointing. And this is Elvis. Not my favorite lion, But he's also not the worst, but we're just gonna go ahead and leave him behind today. He's just not entirely the right vibe for the island, and I don't feel like he's very welcoming right at the front of the island. So we have reached the very first bamboo island, I believe, and this is so fun, nobody. Um, we're playing a game of hide and go seek. Bamboo Island tends to be pretty lucky for me. Oh, is that Meringue? That is Meringue. She is so cute. I want her on an island at some point. I just have never had one that like suits her, and I feel like she wouldn't fit in with this villager lineup. But I'm unfortunately just going to have to leave her here. Next island is another one that we are going to be climbing. So let's go ahead, hop up here, see who's at the top, and will we be taking you home? The answer is no, because it's Scoot. He's kind of funny though. I do kind of like Scoot, like in a little like goofy way, but he's just, I don't know, he's not my favorite. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and leave him right here. Okay, so we have the next island, and this is the Gabby. I think it's Gabby. Yes, this is Gabby. We already have a white rabbit. We are good. We've got Ruby, so let's go ahead and head home. Okay, so the next island here. Oh, you can't do this to me. This is Jeremiah, and he is a little precious angel. Look at this little face. But he doesn't fit in. So many of my villages are like black and white. Not on purpose, it's just kind of worked out that way. But like he'd stand out, but I kind of want to take him, but I think we're just going to leave him here for now. Alright, so the next island, this is Bianca. We have had her before. She was the very first Peppy on this island. Very cute, but because she's already been here, I'm going to leave her here. Okay, so we've arrived at the very next island, and this is Beardo. Interesting. I don't think he's going to ever be one that I'll take, but we'll just go ahead and head home. Bamboo Island has taken us to sweet little baby Wade. I love him. But my island is not meant for penguins, so I have to just turn around before I actually take him. Next island, we've got Money Rock, and this is Margie. I do quite like her, but I don't think I necessarily want an elephant today. Let's go ahead and head on back. Next island, we have, let's see here. This is Knox. Let's just go ahead and leave. We've seen both Sterling and Knox today. Next island, we get to go ahead and climb up a little bit. So let's go ahead, we'll climb up here, see who we've got at the very top, and hopefully it is somebody good. This is Julian, so we have seen Ed and Julian today, but let's just go ahead and head on back. I don't know, Julian, I like his house, I think it's kind of cool, but I don't necessarily want him. Next island is Meringue again. This is just gonna be tougher if she keeps showing up. Alright, next island, I think this is the first Sister Fruit island that we've had today. And this one is, where is the villager? Oh, it's Kyle again. We are having so many repeats already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave him behind once more. Alright, so the next island, this is Bubbles. She's very cute, not necessarily my favorite, but I think we're just gonna turn around. Alright, so we've arrived at the next island. This is Robin, I believe. It's either Robin or Jay. Alright, so we have arrived at the next island. That is a gorilla. I'm just gonna turn around. I can't even remember his name off the top of my head. Pee-wee. Alright, so we have arrived at the very next island here. And this one is sweet little baby Sherb. I adore him. I think he is so cute. But we have so many tickets left. If we maybe come across him again, I might take him. I haven't decided. We'll have to just kind of see what luck we get, but we have so many tickets left that I think it's going to be the best option to leave Shilib here, and he's a color, so. Alright, so we've arrived at the next island. Let's grab my ladder and see who's up top. I can kind of see them already. So this is the hamburger sheep. This is Frida, I believe. Not the right vibe for today, so let's just go ahead, head back to the island. Alright, so the next island, this is Cobb. Okay, so we have got to the next island here. You have got to be kidding me. That is Sherb again, and I think that might be a sign, but I'm gonna risk it. Okay, so we've arrived at the next villager island here, And this is Frank. This is an immediate no. He has got to be one of the worst eagles to me. I don't know, I don't like him. Sister Flute Island once more. And this time around, we have nobody. Hide and seek game. What is happening here? Where is the villager? Oh, it's Vladimir. I don't think I've ever seen him on a villager hunt, but we're just gonna go ahead and head on back. Alright, so this is the next island here. We're gonna climb up and take a peek at who is up here. Um, this is Annalise. She's actually kind of cute, but she's definitely more tropical than the vibe that my island kind of has right now. So I think we're just going to leave her behind. Alright, so we've arrived at the next island. And this is Rattle. We're having some serious frog vibes. Maybe we'll see Tad. Alright, so we've arrived at the next island. We are just gonna go ahead and climb on up here. And we have Anacotti again. Why are we having so many repeats so early on into this villager hunt? The world may never know. But let's just go ahead and head back to another island. Alright, so we have arrived at the next island. And this is Antonio. He holds a special place in my heart. I know not a lot of people like him, but he was my first ever jock in Animal Crossing New Horizons, so he holds a special place in my heart. Alright, so we've arrived at the next island here, and we can go ahead and see that this is Bam. I do kind of like Bam, but he's also very bright, so let's just go ahead and leave him behind right now. Okay, so we've arrived at the next island. This is Zucker. Not a huge fan of the octopi, so let's just go ahead and head on home. So we've arrived at the next island. We have another money lock here, and this time around, oh, this is Alfonso. I kind of like him. I don't think I've ever had a crocodile on my island other than Dell, though. Alright, so we have the next island here. Is this Twiggy? I want to say this is Twiggy, but yes, this is Twiggy. I couldn't tell for a second, but that is Twiggy. She's kind of a vibe, but not for this current island. Next island, we have Eunice. She is so cute. I actually do really like Eunice, and she's very tempting. Do I think I'm gonna leave her. I think I'm gonna keep testing my luck. So let's just go ahead and head on back. Next island is another climb. So let's go ahead and see who's at the top, and hopefully it's somebody good. We'll have to see. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Tammy. Honestly, I don't mind her. I feel like not a whole lot of people like her, but I definitely prefer her over the monkey Tammy. Next island, we have Lionel, the toilet island lion on this island. Alright, so we have the next island here. We are just going to go ahead and climb on up, see who's at the top, and across the way here. This is Nate. Honestly, he's kind of cute, but he's not my favorite. But I don't hate him. Like, I know he's kind of a mixed review, but I feel like he's kind of cute. Next island, we've got Blee. Very cute mouse, not my favorite, but we're gonna go ahead and leave her here today, I think. I don't know if I necessarily want a mouse. Okay, so Sister Flute Island, what are you bringing us today? We have a game of hide and go seek. Um, a very good game of hide and go seek. Oh, it's Soleil. The little Karen hamster. She can stay here, not a fan, so let's head on back. Alright, so we have the next island here. And this time around, this is it Cloak? I think. Pretty sure it's Cloak. I don't mind him, but if I'm having a frog, I want Tad. So we have arrived to the next island. We're just gonna climb on up here. And this time around, it is Bam once more. Was he on a very similar island to this last time? But let's just go ahead. We can head on back to the island and see who is at the next ticket. Okay, so we've arrived to the next island, and we've got This is Dom. He was just on my last island, so this one's kind of easy to go ahead and leave. Bamboo Island has arrived once more, and this is Tucker. We're just gonna turn around right here. Sister Fruit Island brought us Matilda this time. We can head back. I don't want a kangaroo. We have arrived at the next island. This is Solano, Sister Fruit Island. Please give us a little bit of some luck here. The last two islands have been a little bit rough. This is Delhi. He is, I think it's Delhi. He, to me, is the cutest monkey. Next island here, we have Jacques. No thank you. I'm not a fan of him. He just kind of weirds me out a little bit. He reminds me of a pilot, though, for some reason. Sisterfoot Island. Is this Kiki? Is that who this is? This is Kiki. I honestly would take her if I didn't already have Pearl. But because we have Pearl, I'm gonna go ahead and leave Kiki behind. I know, alright, so the next island here is a little bit of a climb, so let's go ahead and hop up here and see who we have at the top. I'm not seeing, oh, this is Sly. We can just go ahead and head on back down. I just don't feel like an alligator is the right fit for this island. Next island, we have Bam again. If I was doing like a how many times I repeat situation, or taking the first villager with how many repeats, he would be the one. Next island, we have Lasher. He's kind of cool, but I just don't think he's the right fit, and I have Agnes. So I think we're just gonna stick to one pig. Okay, so the very next island here, we have Biddy. Not my favorite hippo, she can stay here. Alright, so we've arrived to the next island. This is Wolfgang. I like him, but he's no Dobie. Next island, this is Violet. Immediately no. Turning around before she sees us. We've got another little bit of a climbing island here. So let's go ahead and hop up, see who we've got at the top. And this is Bunny. I love her. I've had her on an island before. She was on Maplewood, which was like my fall themed island. Very cute, big fan of her, but she has to stay here today, unfortunately. We've arrived to the next island here, and this one is Simon. He kind of creeps me out a little bit, so let's just, get out of here quickly. Next island, we have Truffles. That's an immediate no from me, so let's go ahead and head on back. Alright, so the next island here is another little bit of a climb. I can't currently see who it is from down here. So climbing up, we have Cephalobot. No, thank you. I had him as a campsite villager before. He kind of grew on me a little bit, but I don't necessarily love the robots. Alright, so we've arrived to the next island. And this is Cobb once more. He is honestly like I don't mind Cobb, but I feel like he would only work for like very specific themes. And this island, even though it has no theme, doesn't seem to fit him. Alright, so a Bamboo Island has brought us to Kolos, and we're just gonna turn around and get out of here. We've arrived to the next island. I saw some feet, but I didn't see who that was. This is Annalise again. So let's just go ahead and head back down. I think she was on this same island the last time. So let's just head back. Okay, this is Rocco. Not my favorite. So let's just, turn around and head on back. But I do see that there's a bottle over here, so I am going to grab that quickly. But we said hello to Rocco. We said bye to Rocco just as quick. But Kid gave us a gold helmet. So I guess we got one thing good out of this island. Alright, so the next island is Naomi, and quickly just, heading back. Alright, so the next island is Annabelle. That's her name. She is another one that gives me like very tropical island vibes, and I don't have that currently going on. Alright, so the next island here, oh, I saw feet. Who was that? This, I think, is Ken the chicken. I can't entirely tell. Yes, this is Ken the chicken. Not my favorite chicken. I think the only chicken I actually like is Ava. Alright, so we've got another bit of a climb here. let's go ahead, hop up, see who's at the top, and see who we can find on this villager hunt. This is June. She's very cute and very tempting, but unfortunately, as I said, this is not a tropical island, and I feel like that's where she would fit in best. But she is very cute, and I feel bad leaving her behind. Alright, so the next island here, this is Stella. She's kind of cute, but unfortunately not the right fit. Alrighty, so the next island here is Cephalobot once again. So this is a very easy one to just go ahead and leave behind and not think twice. So the next island is Benedict. We can just go ahead and leave him right here. Okay, so the next island we've got, this is Chief. He was on my last island of Primrose, but I do kind of like him. I don't love his house, but I like Chief, but he's gonna have to stay here. Next island, this is Haley, and we're just gonna get out of here fairly quickly because no thank you. Okay, so the next island, this is Elmer. He's kind of tempting, but I think I'm gonna leave him here. I have plans for him on another island. Next island, this is Pango. Absolutely no thank you. So let's just head on back. We have 18 tickets remaining. Next island is Flora. Not a fan of Flora, so we're gonna leave her behind. So the next island here has brought us to Buzz. I do kind of like him. I think he's one of my top eagles, but just not the right fit for this island, I don't think. So the next island is looking like it's Puddles. We are seeing so many frogs today, but none of them are the right frog. I'm very kind of like picky with my frog. Jeremiah would have been cute, but. Alright, so the next island, this is Roscoe, but he's gonna stay here. He's a little bit too gothic for my current island. Sister Blue Island has come upon us once more and has brought us to Faith, who has been on this island already, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave her behind. So we have the next island, and we've come across Beardo again. So my game is apparently taunting us because Beardo is not my favorite. So we've come to another Money Rock Island, and this time around it is Astrid. Why are we seeing so many like good gothic Halloween villages today? So the next island here is Simon the monkey again. So we can just turn around. We've left him once before. Easy to leave behind again. Next island here. Who do we have? Who is hiding? Why do I see nobody? Hello? Where is, oh, okay, this is Bill. I kind of like Bill. I think he's kind of cute. We have 9 tickets left. I think I'm going to take Bill today. And he kind of matches that one color in Pearl. Pearl's kind of got this like ruddy brown color to her as well. And I think he'd be kind of cute just like hanging out with Lucky. So we're gonna go ahead and invite Bill over to the island. And his little catchphrase is Quacko, which is very cute. But he's gonna come and live on Raspberry. I don't know if he's going to be permanent or not, but we're gonna go ahead and head back to my island, check out to see that the plot is sold. But Bill's kind of cute. Alright, so we've arrived back at my island, and we are going to go ahead and just come over here. So here is kind of his like little plot. So as it says here, the spot is reserved for Bill's new home. And there's Lucky and Cleo hanging out in the background. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can hit that like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. I post videos typically 3 to 4 times a week right now. If you are already subscribed and want notifications when I post, hit that bell down below. Make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, lovelies!